morning passes uneventfully, with the island of Nimrod gradually receding into the foggy distance. The air is thick with the scent of salt and rain, the rhythmic creak of wood mingling with the steady patter of water on the deck. The Luminara drifts steadily through an endless ocean, her sails taut against the wind. As the sun sets, the last glimmers of sunlight give way to a foreboding dusk, and the day's gentle drizzle begins to intensify. Above, dark clouds begin to gather, stretching across the horizon like a vast celestial curtain. Captain McGregor is, of course, unfazed.
Here we go. You can always tell when a storm's brewing. The sea goes quiet, like it's holding its breath. Like a boxer, just before the first punch. Let's just hope she don't hit too hard, eh?
As the night wears on, you find yourselves lulled into relaxation by the gentle rocking of the boat. Then, without warning, the sky cracks open. A jagged bolt of lightning splits the heavens, followed by a roar of thunder that shakes the very bones of the ship. The rain turns violent, lashing the deck like 1,000 tiny whips. The wind howls through the rigging, twisting the sails, as the sea begins its brutal ascent toward the heavens. How many hours have passed, you do not know, but you find yourselves thrown from one end of the cabin to the other, as the Luminara lurches among the waves.
Arm down, you useless barnacles. Tie off that line. No one's dying on my ship today, unless it's from their own stupidity.
Another flash of lightning illuminates the sky, silhouetting the ship as the ropes whip wildly. For hours, the storm rages. Time loses meaning in the chaos, the night stretching on in a relentless assault of wind and water. Captain McGregor and his crew fight an epic battle to keep the Luminara afloat.
Aye, we made it to the sea stacks. Never had a doubt in the world.
The sound of the captain's voice awakens you, as the first light of morning breaks over the horizon, painting the water in shades of gold. And before you, like sentinels of the sea, rise towering stone monoliths, sea stacks, standing solemn and unmoving in the dawn light. Golden light washes over the deck, the waves now calm, the ship bobbing gently.
Well then, almost there. What do you say we take her in the old-fashioned way?
Captain McGregor strides up to the half-deck, over to a large object covered in protective cloth. With a dramatic flourish, the captain pulls off the cloth and tosses it aside, revealing an ornate silver throne. He sits down, closes his eyes, concentrates, and begins to hum. At this moment, the ship trembles slightly. Then, impossibly, it begins to rise. Ropes and sails shift, the wooden hull creaking, not under strain, but in triumph, as if it has finally shed its disguise. The Luminara defies gravity, ascending above the sea stacks, revealing itself for what it truly is, a spelljammer vessel, not built just for the sea, but for the stars.